Scotch!
Yeah?
No, I'm not saying your name. I'm saying the name of the drink I'm drinking. It's Scotch. Where's my bad friend? Never a bad friend at all.
Hello, this is Danny Sands. How's it going, guys? Me beautiful bombs about to play a little bit of Monster Prom. Yeah, this is part one of a game that is quite fun. I'm not sure why I'm rhyming right now, but I'm really excited because we haven't done a dating sim in quite a while. And it's actually one of my favorite little genres to play. This one, if you're interested, if you couldn't tell already, is all about monsters and romancing them and high school drama and me screaming into the mic about weird stuff I shouldn't be screaming into the mic about. Anyways, I'm really excited to play this, so let's not further delay. Let's play. How many of you are there? Fair enough question. There's one player. Now we could choose either a short game, which is around 30 minutes, or a full game. I'm gonna say short for now. We can always go back and play a full game in maybe another video. Yeah. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Alright, we got 4 people. Choose player 1, that is me, that's my choice. This guy with the little smiley cute thing on his back, that's fun. Fiery hair lady, which is always exciting. A Franken dude or Franken lady. Well, this guy has an orange shirt, so by default, I'm going to pick that. Name, yellow. We're going to do a custom name. Danny. And a pronoun, he, she, or they. I'm going to stick with he to keep it simple. Don't yell at me, or do if you want to, free will. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Okay, guys, that's exciting. Scott Howell. Puns. I'm sure this is going to be full of puns. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain. I thought they're going to say something else. With a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Linecourt, 4XX, so is that over 400? 400 years old. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. And Polly Geist, 22? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay. Well, we got lots of choices, so that's exciting. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that will better reflect your true selves. Let's start. If you could put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do? Close enough words. I say them correctly sometimes. We have a couple choices. I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realized that all this time their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic. Choice number 2, you can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. That does sound, ironically, not very exciting, but also exciting. The curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail. Oh, that's such a good one too. Ooh, so many good choices. Well, you know what? The first one, that's just sad. I feel like the radiation one is kind of more of my thing. Or the... Yeah, you know, I feel like the radiation. Sweet. Done. Question number 2. Democracy is just broken. What would be the best way of choosing the leaders of a modern society? Number 1, you put all the candidates in an empty room with a wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. If everyone dies, then it's obvious. The bear should be our president. Or we create a reality show called America's Next Top President, where the candidates compete in all kinds of physical and mental challenges. Voter turnout would increase and we would turn a profit on it. That is a fair proposition. Whoever can play the most heartbreaking violin solo wins. Oh, also equally viable option. Okay. I feel like the wild bear thing would be very exciting, and also I feel like we're not too far from that in reality. So let's do that. Yeah. So bold. What's the sexiest type of knowledge a lover can have? Ooh, lots of answers for this one. Obscure 80s movie trivia. Oh, that's a good one too. How to set stuff on fire. You know, I feel like that's a pretty simple one in two possible solutions for that problem. Don't think that's that difficult a thing to figure out. Sports things. Lyrics to all Disney songs. All the principles to build a financial empire, or how to make a killer cocktail out of anything. I'm going to say the movie trivia. There we go. Okay. Loading. I mean, you probably could already tell. Alright, done loading. Danny. That's me. Week number 1. Morning. So we have our skill points and stuff up in the top right based off of, I'm guessing, that last quiz that we did. Smarts 9, boldness 7, creativity 3, charm 5, fun 4, money 5. Nice and in the middle. Okay, so what is going on? We have a bunch of different areas we can go to. I'm guessing each person is in a different location. Okay, let's try the outdoors first. Wait, what? That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. Cool. The narrator. Against the expected, you spot Scott and Liam engaged in what seems to be an intense conversation. They seem so into it that you can't resist the urge to ask them what's going on. We're discussing this recent novel, Two Lights. It isn't a novel. It's a rad movie with lots of cool dudes and amazing abs. Well, it's actually based on a novel, and it's anything but rad. It's cultural trash. But I decided to like it, ironically. The thing is, there's this human girl with 2 guys like her, but the guys are part of the 2 enemy human races. The wild shirtless humans and the mysterious deep look-giving humans. And it seems like these types of humans can't stand each other. Oh, and the deep look-giving humans shine in the sunlight. Did you know that's actually a lesser-known trait of some humans? The thing is, the next movie will be released soon and we're super hyped. ... Ironically. We can't wait, bro! We need to satiate our hunger for 2 lights. This is your opportunity to show these 2 you're well-versed when it comes to satiating urges. Go for it! Okay, so we have 2 options. Let's cosplay, let's go shirtless. Or we should write a nuanced play based on it. Totally not fanfic. Well, let me see. I mean, personally, in this playthrough, I'm not gonna go after these pals as a romance for the prom. So I don't know how much this really weighs on our decision. I'm gonna say, I like this werewolfy guy. He seems like a nice guy. Let's cosplay. Let's go shirtless. Whoa, that's awesome. Boy, who should be who? I mean, the shirtless ones turn the wolves, which is kind of a relatable thing for me, you know? And if I'm in it, And I'm in if it means showing my bod. Well, I'm kind of an expert when it comes to staring mysteriously at people. Yeah, perfect team play. And I can lend you some glitter. I had tons of it for when I make cheering signs. It seems that if you ask politely, you can get anyone to go shirtless. Who knows? You might end up being a true Two Lights fan. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Week 1. Done. All right. Well, actually, no, we're still in week 1, but we're at noontime. Noontime, time to eat food. That's noontime. Okay. Well, we have choices for where we want to sit. I don't know who these people are. I feel like I don't remember seeing that person as a choice to romance. I'm going to sit with these 2 wonderful ladies right here. Polly and Miranda sit together, surrounded by Miranda's customary crowd of serfs. So, wait, you've actually got serfs who eat for you? Well, of course, I find eating to be terribly undignified, so I almost never do it. Hey, me neither. What kinds of crazy serfs have you got? Well, I have a serf to go to the bathroom for me, a serf to experience difficult emotions for me, and a serf to keeping my silverware in alphabetical order. I even have a surfing serf for standing on top of whenever I go surfing. Wow, that's a lot of serfs. It's a fair amount. I mean, the only limit is my imagination. Unfortunately, my imagination serf imagined a way to escape from serfdom, so now I'm all out of ideas. Well, I'm sure with the help of Danny, we could probably think up a dope new kind of serf. Oh, is that so? I can't wait. Well, you're on the spot now. What will it be? Option number 1. Ooh, Miranda, you should get a puppy serf. It's not actually a serf, it's just like 50 cute dogs. You should get a party serf, Polly, a serf to experience your hangovers for you. Ooh, so many choices. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Sure, well, I mean, really, who do we want to impress? Who do we want to go for? This is a tough one. You know what, I'm into the good girls, so let's go for it. A serf? That's actually just a room full of cute puppies? Why didn't my imagination serf come up with such a marvelous idea? I swear, if he hadn't escaped, I'd have him hanged by my execution serf immediately. As a matter of fact, would you like to be my new imagination serf? The pay is non-existent, but you make up for it with constant fear of death. You politely decline Miranda's offer, but agree to go to the animal shelter to pick out a puppy serf instead. Huzzah! Nice, well, that's a thing. Alright, evening time. You know what happens in the evening time, my fellas, my peoples, my peeps. Okay, so now where do we go? Still lots of options. We could go to the library, could go to the gym. I'm curious to see who this person is. Oh, it's a shop. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that will that might be much needed at a very specific moment. So, take a look. Ooh, okay, a lot of items. Interesting. Okay, we have a couple different labels. Said that right the first time. Too poor for this. There's also a event marker on one of these. I think it's this one. I can't tell. Oh, that's gross. A tampon used by the former prom queen. Ooh, gross. Okay, what is this event thing right here? There's another event thing right here. A blanket with 2 holes, literally just a white blanket with 2 eye holes in it. You'd have to be an idiot to mistake this for a ghost costume, but most of our classmates are idiots, so that's fair enough. Okay, well, we only have $5 too. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, no, we'll come back to that later. I don't really know what that stuff is for quite yet. I'm assuming gifts, perhaps? So you just came here to say hi? What a weirdo! Human interaction is so last year. Well, you know what? Our human interaction is so last... I don't care. Gotcha. Week 2. Morning. Okay. Well, let's go to... the gym. Sure. That day, an epic dodgeball class match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Hell yeah, boy. Narrator. There you are, swiping through potential monster match dates, and when you spot Scott pacing and muttering to himself in distress, you can't bear to see someone so adorable in so much pain, so you might as well try to ease it however you can. Oh man, it's dreamy boy. Oh, hi there, Danny. Do you think I'm adorable? Yes, in fact, you were literally just thinking that.
Anyway, the other day I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place on a large branch to do some pull-ups before the big sports game, when suddenly I was approached by all these talking forest animals. They were pretty big for forest animals, and I'd never seen animals that can talk like that. I mean, other than us werewolves, if you're counting us animals. And they were so fuzzy and adorable. But they said they were impressed by my pull-ups and my muscles, and that I was even more adorable. So, the nice little forest animals with big giant heads made me their king, which was really, really flattering. I just don't know anything about ruling. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be a king. Aw, poor Scott. It's up to you to help him rally. Oh boy, okay. So Scott, a good king is a strong ruler. Physically strong. If you can do 100 push-ups, you can be a good king for sure. Or, our second option, true royalty has been inside you all along. Why else would your eyes be royal blue? Exclamation, question mark, in no specific order. I'm gonna say he's a good ruler, strong ruler, physically strong. Strong? But I'm strong! When I heard strong leader before, I didn't know it meant actual normal strong like Scott strong. I can do 100 push-ups. I can do 200 push-ups. That's double the amount, right? Does that mean I could be double king? What could that even mean? Does that mean I get super king powers like flying and mind control? You're not even sure what the logical foundation for that guess was. Or even better, I might get a tiny crown on top of my regular size crown. What a luxury! Blessed be the day you come to understand Scott's train of thought. Well, daydreaming about my king powers and tiny crowns before doing the 200 push-ups is a bit arrogant of me. I can always ask the furries later. Furries? Is that why I decided to call those giant furry talking forest animals for short? Oh no. Wait a minute. Thanks for helping me get my confidence back, Danny. You should come meet my furry friends sometime. Well, you've always wanted to hang out with Scott. Not too sure about these circumstances, but it's better than not hanging out at all. You gain 2 fun and 1 charm. Nice week to noontime. You know what time it is, it's noontime. Okay, well, let's see, where could we go this time? I don't know, so many choices. Oh my god. Well, we could check out, I'm very curious about this angsty looking Medusa. I'm curious. Vera's drinking her customary lunchtime scotch, because you can't drink whatever the hell you want at this school. Oh, you can. Close enough, because you can drink whatever the hell you want at this school, but Scott's not making it easy for her. Hey Vera, what you drinking? Scotch. Why? Because it smells like a delicious forest fire, and I'm curious what you're called. Scotch? Yeah? No, that's what it's called. What? Scotch! Yeah? No, I'm not saying your name. I'm saying the name of the drink I'm drinking. It's Scotch. It's mine? No, it's mine. Then why is it called Scotch? That's what I just called. Oh, it's like an energy drink for Scotch. I mean, it's like an energy drink for Scottish people. Hey, I'm a Scottish person, and I'm as Scottish as it's possible to be. I'm the most Scot. No, okay. What will it take to get you to drop this issue? Scott's not gonna drop it unless you do something. So cut in and say, option number 1. Yeah, it's called Scott's, but today is opposite day, so everything that's Scott's is actually Vera's. You're right, Scott, that drink is your birthright. Chug, 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 chug. Well, I want to help Vera out. She does seem like she's having a hard time. And I mean, Scott is nice, but he is quite the dull boy. He needs a little help. So, and let's fix this situation. Don't you mean today is an opposite day? No. Aha! I'm not sorry. Not Vera. I guess I'll be taking your drink. Wink. Wait. Time out. If everything that's Scott's is Vera's, do I have to give Vera all my stuff? Yes. Oh, okay. And does Vera have to give me all of her stuff?
Sure, unfortunately for you, I have no stuff. All my possessions are owned by cleverly disguised shell companies. Now hand over your wallet.
Oh, okay. Boy, opposite day sure is the best, isn't it?
It sure is. After Scott leaves you alone, you and Vera definitely don't spend all his money on cocaine. Fair enough. It is opposite day. So, what are you gonna do? Boom! It's evening time. You know what time it is. It's time to do stuff in the evening. We could go outdoors gym. Where haven't we gone, class? Are there nighttime classes? Yeah, let's go. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this school. You gain 2 smarts. Aw, yeah, boy. You're practicing your very best monster mash when you hear the sounds of an argument, which is so strange in these sacred hallowed halls of education. LOL, JK, you can imagine.
Daddy, they made me their king, and they deserve the bestest, most wonderful king there ever was. And I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be that king, no matter what it takes.
Sky, you realize they're not cute little baby animals in need of a king, right? They're furries.
I know they're furry, Vera. I'm the one who told you that.
No, Scott, they're furries. It's a kink.
Yes, Vera, there are many kinks in my plan. That is why I need to work them out to be the best ruler.
Forget it. Excuse me, did you say that you need help being a good ruler? I know all about that. Being a king is easy, as Daddy always says. Only live live peasants can stage a rebellion.
Oh, Miranda, I'm not really sure.
Fear is your most important weapon. Your second most important weapon is actual weapons. Torture, soup spoons, raise your teacups, and knife on the fire. You know, the usual.
I don't know, Miranda. I appreciate the advice, but I don't think that's the kind of king I want to be.
Nonsense. I'll go get the butter knife shuriken right now.
It just seems so unnecessary. There must be a better, kinder way to rule, right, Danny? I want them to have a happy time under Scott the First. They've been so nice to me. They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures, but most of them are sorts of things I definitely have not done. And they've made amazing drawings of me, which are very, very generous in their proportions. I just think they deserve the best leader.
Well, we have 2 options, as always. Normal rulers make their subjects pay taxes, but what if you paid taxes to them? Oh, what a twist. Flag time. You can't rule a kingdom with no flag. Without a flag, it would just be a bunch of flagless people. Okay. Let's make them pay. So wealthy.
Paying taxes to my furries? Sure, that makes perfect sense. If our president paid us a tax for leading us, I would definitely love that president.
You and Scott combine your wealth to prepare the taxes because you have to pay those furries too, for some reason. Scott leaves all excited with some of your money. As your elders always say, any problem can be solved by giving money to strangers. Later, you stumble upon Scott again. He seems happy.
There you are, Danny! Your plan was a success! You would have known that people love receiving money for no good reason. We found the ultimate political technique, giving money to the people for free. I wonder why money isn't free. Actually, everyone would be so happy. We might save that idea to fix the global economy in one of our future adventures. Meanwhile, I'd be super honored if you visit my kingdom sometime soon. Wink!
This is great. The only hope of that hanging around Scott doesn't always involve giving out money for free, which has downsides you might explain to him later. But for now, you gain 2 fun and 1 smarts. Oh yeah, boy, we're on week 3. Okay, we haven't gone to the auditorium, so let's go. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Okay, fair enough. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school plays standards. You gain 2 creativity. Oh, yeah. You find Scott pacing across the stage, chanting to himself under his breath.
Tree, 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 tree. What's a tree? Roots, leaves, bark. Bark! Bark, bark, woof, ruff, bark. No, this is too hard. When I saw that high school play had tryouts and practices, I thought the theater would be like the sports of arts. But Coach never asked me to become a majestic oak tree. He only asked me to catch balls and sometimes throw them. How do I know what it's like to be a tree deep down? I only know how to bark up them and pee on them. What am I supposed to do? Pee on myself?
Let's see. Option number 1. Yes, good plan. Pee on yourself. I feel like that's not advised. You are what you eat. Consume the script. Oh, these are both mean, but kind of hilarious. Okay. Pee on yourself.
If I could only pee on things I own, then I can definitely pee on myself. Nothing belongs to me more than me, right? I can't believe I've never done that before. How do people know if I'm mine if I never covered myself in pee?
Is he really going to? Yep, he's doing it. He's just peeing all over himself right in front of you.
I can feel the essence of a tree trickling down my leg and pulling around my feet like the roots of a tree. I hope this is how a tree feels when I pee on it. This feels great.
Aw, he's so happy. Covered in his own urine, but so happy. To each their own. You gain 2 creativity and 1 fun. Nice, it's time for noontime, week 3. Noontime, it's week 3, week 3, time for noon. Okay, well, who shall we sit with at lunch this time? I am curious. I could meet this Hellboy, teenage Hellboy, and I could talk to Medusa again. Yeah, let's do it. You find Varys sitting in front of a pile of money instead of food. As usual, Damien comes over and drops his money pile on the table, and also some organs. Not bad, but I prefer to exert a little less effort for my income. A dejected swamp creature slumps over to the table and adds some money to Varys' pile. Income? You mean this stuff? This is just what people throw at me to get me to stop punching them. And this is what people throw at me to keep me from revealing what kind of porn they're into. But I agree. The money is only secondary. The frowns on their faces are their own reward. Still, I'm always looking to improve efficiency. Have you tried developing business contracts in hell? Your victims will be even more terrified if they know death won't save them. Yeah, that doesn't work on the undead. For those, you need a priest. A priest? You know how my family feels about priests? Ugh, I'm sick of terrorizing people one at a time. There's gotta be a better way to terrorize everybody in the cafeteria at once. And make money at the same time. I'm sure there is. That is, after all, the essence of capitalism. Okay, so option number 1. Set the building on fire and charge an exit fee. Fair enough. Down and dirty, okay. Trick everyone in the cafeteria into having an orgy, then film it, blackmail in bulk. Both they're good options. I feel like the building fire would be good. You know, in this situation, not in general. Don't be going around lighting fires in your local schools, okay? That might get you a little bit hot water. Puns. I'm surprised you didn't think of that, Damien. Damien, where'd he go? Hey, I'm back. I was just setting the building on fire real quick. Did I miss anything? What about the rest of the plan? There was a plan? Not anymore. Damien, immune to fire as he is, continues doing exactly as he was before the fire, beating people up for their money and organs. I'm not sure how that worked out, to be fair. Week 3, evening time. I don't think we've gone to the bathrooms, have we? Yeah, well, let's go. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give +0 shits and you gain +2 boldness. Fair enough. Okay. After that, it's time for the most important part of the school, visiting Scott's Kingdom of Furry Animals, as promised. When you get to the forest, you find that most of the trees have been decorated with beautiful, intricately drawn pictures of an even more muscular than life Scott, having various kinds of sex with different kinds of furry animals.
Danny, my royal advisor, here to royally advise me while I sit on my Scott throne and rule over my Scott friends. Aren't these sweet little furry forest animal creatures devoted to me? It makes my tail wag with joy.
It is at this point that one of the sweet little furry forest creatures' giant head falls off, revealing a very startled-looking mummy. Yup, Vera called it a bunch of kinky furry people doing furry stuff in the woods.
Oh no, what just happened? Is he hurt? Is my little panda friend hurt? Or where's my panda friend? Never a panda friend at all!
Oh no. Scott will not be losing his pure joy and innocence over some furry shitty. I skipped it too fast. No, not on your watch. Not today. You think quickly. Okay, option number 1. You know how deer shed their antlers and then they grow back? Talking furry forest animals creatures shed their heads. That might work. Scott, that panda must have been a cursed prince and now you've turned him back into a person. You know what? I feel like the first option will go well. So smart. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Everything in nature changes with the season. Leaving change color in fall, bears hibernate in winter. I bring my failing grades up in the spring so I don't get kicked off his sports team. And I guess Tuesdays is when giant talking furry forest creatures' heads fall off to reveal someone who looks just like a regular person. For a moment there, I was really concerned that I hadn't understood what was going on this whole time. I mean, now you've got lots of biology books to forge, so this seems more plausible, but it definitely isn't the craziest plan you've ever had.
But now I see that my first furry forest friends were on a level the whole time. I love my furries. Thank you for being such a good royal advisor, Danny. I feel royally advised.
And you feel royally appreciated by the handsomest, unwitting king of fetish. You know, you gain +2 charm and 1 boldness. Oh, I'm bolder than I was a second ago. Oh, it's time to choose our prom date. Who will you ask to prom? That is a good. I mean, I'm really feeling Vera now that I've gotten to know her more. She seems like she'd be a great accomplice in accomplishing terrible deeds for a lifetime, or just at prom, which is much shorter than a lifetime. All right, Vera. Oh boy, here we go. I'm nervous. I'm real nervous. Ask Vera to the prom. Yes. Here we go. You finally pluck your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You're asking me to go to the prom with you? Have you seen yourself in a mirror? Your face is a crime against humanity, and you're not one of the crimes against humanity I enjoy perpetrating. Bye, loser. The shame of your constant failures was so great that you secluded yourself in your room for years and officially started dating your own pillow. Waifu life forever. Well, that was really sad. I see. Well, Danny, not sure why I can't say my own words. Why don't you work out of my mouth? Most likely, Danny, most likely to make Pluto a planet again. Vera's quote. The biggest mystery in life is how all this was necessary for my career. Man, hard times. That was a hard run. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Liam and Scott co-wrote a cheesy and weird fanfic of two lights that became unexpectedly popular, to the point it turned into a well-known novel of its own. Half of the characters are shirtless for all the right reasons. Vera really built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they were also into lots of sketchy businesses. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who in the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Polly's drug cooking skills proved to be useful, and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. Yet, on her free time, she still cooks drugs. Her greatest inventions so far are the watermelon-flavored ecstasy and a thing called LS-Dope. I'm assuming that's how that would be read. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom night have ended then. Might have ended then, makes sense. But there were lots of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay, nice, we unlocked something. You've just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird. Okay, well, that's where I'm gonna end this episode. I'm gonna do more runs, and not in the sense of like pooping runs. That completely different subject. We can talk about that in a later video. Anyways, yeah, I'll put a link in the description to the next video whenever that does come out. I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm really sad that we had pretty much like the saddest first playthrough in our first episode ever, but hey, you gotta start somewhere. It only gets better? Question mark. Yeah, I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to check this out. This is on sale right now, at least on Steam, and I think it's on sale for the whole duration of the summer sale, which ends, I think, July 5th, I want to say. So, if you're really interested, go check it out there. Alright, anyways, I hope you guys had a fun time like I did, and if you did, like, comment, share with your friends if you got them, and don't forget to subscribe and or follow me on Twitch particularly. It really makes a big difference, and I really appreciate it. Anyways, let me know down in the comments if you want to see more episodes, or maybe what characters you'd like me to play as, or romance I will maybe listen to you. Anyways, thank you tons for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.